Wetter than a sink on, can we get a drink on? Pull up on you butt naked with a mink on. Text you something that's a little dirty you could think on. Yeah, this little missy tryna come and get her freak on.
This love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on and on. Wetter than a leak in the ceiling. I promise, baby, this what you've been missing. This love is a 1 in a million. Goes on and on and on. Wetter than a leak in the ceiling. I promise, baby, this what you've been missing.
Never met a chick quite like me. Hotter than hot sauce, sweeter than high C. Yeah, I know how to do the right thing, spikely. And I'm getting bass like I'm dipping in iced tea. Love your approach, man, boy, you excite me. Come in, pull your jeans down to your Nikes. Wake up in the morning wearing your white tee. Fuck it so good, have you calling me your
I could call you daddy, I could call you poppy. So good, the mother hoes can't copy. So hood, you could catch a body. Call me when you pull up to the lobby. This love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on and on. Wetter than a leak in the ceiling. I promise, baby, this what you've been missing. This love is a 1 in a million. Goes on and on and on. Wetter than a leak in the ceiling. I promise, baby, this what you've been missing.
Tell me what you saying. Have you begging for it on your knees while you praying for this shit? Wishing you could hit. Thirsty ass niggas couldn't even get a sip. When it comes to my nigga, yeah, you gotta be a real one. Want a big house on the island, call me Gilligan. Yeah, I'm hitting high notes, it ain't from no helium. Nigga, fuck a dime, boy, I'm 1 in a million.
This love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on and on. Wetter than a leak in the ceiling. I promise, baby, this what you've been missing. This love is a 1 in a million. Goes on and on and on. Wetter than a leak in the ceiling. I promise, baby, this what you've been missing.
Wetter than a sink on, can we get a drink on? Pull up on you butt naked with a mink on. Text you something that's a little dirty you could think on. Yeah, this little missy tryna come and get her freak on.
I just wanna show you what I'm doing, baby, what I'm talking about. Make a nigga lose and make a nigga ball out. I got that fire, let me take it higher. Heard you got the slip, right now you all excited. And I'm on right now, yeah, I might be. Watch it drip, drip down, cause I might see.
Okay. How y'all doing today?
Great.
I'd like to welcome you guys to Highway 420 Studios.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, and would you guys like to introduce yourselves to the world?
Sure. I go by the name of Plain Jane, you know, aka Prezi Plain Jane.
You feel me?
Richmond, California veteran, you know, MC at his finest.
Okay.
Ready to wreck shop.
Alright. And I'm ANDREZIA and I come straight from Oakland, California. Murder Dubs. I don't know if y'all know where that is, but
okay, gangster.
Murder Dubs.
Oakland.
Murder Dubs. And the rich.
Yeah. Hey, that's a man. Ain't never looked so good in his life, huh?
I can't think of one time
just representing the city.
I love my Richmond people. I love Oakland too, man.
Okay.
Spent a lot of time out there.
Really?
For sure.
Okay. It's a lot of, it's beautiful.
I mean.
Beast mode.
I mean.
Beast mode.
It's all for a reason, I'm saying.
I'm thinking he ain't retired no more.
Nah, he from Oakland.
Yeah, okay.
Marshawn?
Yeah.
Town business.
Town business.
Town business.
We represent the town.
That's dope.
It's Rosetown. I'm playing.
I like this jersey.
Rosetown. Oh, we in Rosetown right now?
Yeah, we in Rosetown right now.
Okay, it's
Rosetown.
Rosetown.
It's all
Roseland.
man. You know, we got a lot of Oakland. We
Okay,
got
you
a lot
better
of Bay
represent.
influence out here.
We're all a part of the Bay Area.
You know, we follow suit though. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
I
Got a little bit of
appreciate
flavor
you
though.
for having us for sure.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you,
yeah.
thank you, thank you. You know, y'all making a lot of noise with that new single y'all got.
Man,
You know, we had to reach out.
Yeah.
We had to. That was
For
mandatory.
sure. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work that went into getting that single together. Like, you know, it was super dope. You know, just how everything is just coming together. It's just magical. So.
Yeah. Okay. I think that might be how I'm gonna kick the interview off. I'm gonna mix the questions up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really gonna go too much about the script, but I'm gonna try to get them done.
Okay.
So like, yeah, how did this song kind of like come to be?
So the Wettest song is actually the first song that we created, right? So when we were in the studio, we were just writing, and we just listened to it. As soon as we heard the beat, we were like, "Oh shit, this is fire!" Okay, we're about to write to this, right? So you know, I instantly started writing, you know, and I come up with the first A, like, "What in a sink? Can we get a drink?" And then it's like, and then she come in there. We had Jovial in there too, which is a female writer. She's a songwriter, and we all just mashed our brains together and just, you know,
Came up with it.
came up with the concept. Yeah.
It wasn't even too hard.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check these niggas real fast.
Okay.
Check.
do
Hold
that.
on. Y'all have fun right there. Hey, y'all gotta shut the fuck up.
Check a nigga
Let me
time.
close the door.
But sometimes you gotta, you know.
So we back, you know what I'm saying? It's mandatory. Yeah, so back to the subject of how the song came together. You was in the studio. You was in there with the songwriter. What was her name? Jovial. And you already had so much already accumulated.
Right. Well, yeah. So we were all just vibing out, just kind of throwing ideas out there, you know. And, you know, I'm a rapper. So, you know, like I first, I think the way I started it was, that was actually supposed to be the start of my verse. But it ended up being so, like, the way it came off, like, it was like, nah, okay, we're going to just use this as a bridge, you know, like, and bring it back. So, yeah, that's kind of how that started. But as far as, like, the whole song, just in general, we all just were sitting and just vibing and throwing ideas out there. And, you know, just kind of, it just came to life like this.
Yeah, man. The more I listen to it, I'm telling you, it's a real magnetic song. Like, that's how, when we were listening to this song earlier, I was like, man, I want to play this song. The more and more I'm listening to it, it just, you know what I'm saying, it started bringing me back. Yeah, it hit me kind of deep, man.
Man, that's good.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah, I'm serious.
Man, that's the producer
Yeah.
too. MD, the producer.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
from
That's,
out of the Bay Area.
okay, yeah, I've never heard of him. I have to show the tap in. Y'all got to
MD, the
plug me in with him.
He's
That's
super
right.
dope.
Engineer and producer.
Super dope. We need to make the hashtag that or something like
Yeah.
super dope. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? Make a
straight
coal
up.
mine or something.
Straight up.
Collab. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. I'm down with
get
that.
get to this next question though. So how did y'all actually get y'all names again? I would like to know. You said Plain Jane and ANDREZIA, right? Yeah. So you said that's your natural. That's your name.
My mom named me. It was after my grandmother. So.
Okay.
Yeah, they was from Cape Verde Islands, and I never knew what the meaning of the name was, but that's my name is ANDREZIA. Yeah, I just decided to rock it.
That's a tight ass name.
Man, that's beautiful.
Is it cute?
Yeah.
What?
It's hella tight. It's so unique.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So can I get the pronunciation right? So everybody knows. Is it ANDREZIA?
It's pronounced ANDREZIA, but
ANDREZIA.
we like, you know, we bring it down a notch and just say ANDREZIA.
Okay.
But that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to
ANDREZIA.
get my phonetics right. And Plain Jane, how did that come to be?
So, actually, Plain Jane came when I first started rapping. Like, this is before I even had, like, any song. My birth name is Janae. So, you know, like, we were trying to, I remember me and ST, we were in the same musical family at the time, Monsters, Inc. And we were sitting down browsing. I think we were at Mike Smith. You know the DJ Mike Smith, who he goes on tour with I mean, he's done, like, he's into, like, EDM and stuff like that. He's done, like, he's DJ for Sue and I'm Sue and P-Lo and all of them. You know, like,
I need to get to him,
yeah, for sure, you definitely need to.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, for sure. He's
Yeah,
very,
represent the
very,
culture.
very talented producer too. But we were actually at his house and we were sitting down on his in his little workspace and just trying to brainstorm names.
And I remember he was like, I remember like just throwing stuff like Jane A. There were a lot of them were super corny, but it was like, I can't remember who said it first. I don't know if it was me, if I was like playing Jane, and we just looked at each other and was like, that's it. And I was like, but I'm gonna put a little twist on it, and it's gonna be playing like an airplane. Cause I'm fly. Yeah.
That's
Just
like
way
that.
fly.
That's
Just
it.
like that. Damn.
I like that. And it stick too, cause that's synonymous with you. I don't really think of nobody else. When I think, and I definitely don't think plain and basic.
Right.
Big fly. Every time I see you, you turning heads and be like, who that?
For
And
sure.
you don't know, you gotta get there.
For sure.
Thank you.
You know what
I
I'm
done been
saying?
out with this girl. I know she turned heads.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah.
They be
Both
like,
y'all, I'm telling y'all,
For
combo,
sure.
look, man.
It's like a double
You know what I'm saying? We
whammy.
need a group out here in the Bay. We need them.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? The fathers are strong.
Right,
We
yeah,
need
and we
one.
feeding us too, and I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. Thank you.
And y'all got a
Appreciate
strong presence about you. Y'all kind of remind me of some Panthers right now. They're near.
that. Man, power to the people.
Scared to it. Speaking of like the old school and just influence around, like, they have influenced the Bay Area culture a lot. Do you guys have any influences, that you like to, express yourself with? Anybody that kind of like, or anything that kind of influences you, that kind of gives way to you, you know what I'm saying? Making good music like you do and helping us kind of get through the day?
I would say my musical influence, just as a child, I listened to a lot of gospel and a lot of like oldies. Like my mom listened to Temptation, she listened to Otis Redding, she listened to James Brown. Like she was like, I listened to when I was a kid. I listened to 98.1 going to sleep every night. Like that's what I did at 102.9, and so and the gospel, that was me at an early age. And my dad hit us with the influence of rock because he listened to nothing but rock music. And at that time when I was a kid, we used to be so irritated because he'd be riding around like slapping Metallica, and I'm like, bro, first of all, we from Richmond, California. We trying to listen to some Hot Boys, so No Limit or something, put a little, on there. And he over here just like, and we just looking at him like,
He
wow,
exposing you to
this is
something
our dad.
different.
Cool.
Something different.
Wow.
That's
Yes.
Right, Daddy.
So, but it's like as I got older, I learned to appreciate it. Funny story. I was going to school in Oakland at McClymonds in West Oakland. I went there for summer school, and I was sitting in front of my friends, and we chilling, right? It's like, this is, I was dating my little West Oakland little boyfriend at the time. I'm like, I'm from Richmond, but I'm in West Oakland, what? And they love me, So I was like, we had our little thing. We was the Richmond crew, So, we all chilling, everybody shooting dice, niggas out there, they slap boxing and shit. And then my dad rolls around the corner in this white construction truck full of tools, blapping Metallica. I mean, you can hear it coming around the corner, and my soul is slowly seeping out. Like I'm trying to find ways to get up. He come around and parks right in the front. I'm talking about smack dab in front of everybody. Everybody stops what they're doing, and they look like. They see this man, he get out with his construction shirt on, like dusty, like stuff, like dusting his shit off, and he's like, but everybody like, man, who dad is that? And I just get up slowly like,
That's your daddy.
we're gonna have a talk today. Like, Dad, you keep
That's
me
your,
around the
that's
corner.
your daddy.
But I love it though, because it helped, it gave me a different insight in music, So it's like now I have a huge appreciation for just music in general. Not even just those that I listen to, but it's just allowed me to really see that I just be musically inclined. But yeah. That was it.
That's real. That's real. How about you? Any team?
Oh man, where I grew up, my mom was playing Mariah Carey, Michael Jackson, Donny Hathaway, James Brown. I would always see. She had a book full of old school records, and she would always play them. So I was definitely influenced by those people, and I really loved Mariah Carey and had an obsession with her when I was little. And
Mariah Carey was the shit.
yeah, she's just so beautiful and talented.
talented, and I definitely all her albums I listen to, and I really that's one of my biggest inspirations as an artist. It's just how she's just able to do so many things in her song and capture so many moods and different melodies, and yeah, I really love her. So I think those were my inspirations. But every kind of music inspires me, you know. So I'm not opposed to making a pop record, a rap record, R&B record, a rock record, a reggae record.
Right.
Because
and I've heard her make a few different ones that she just named, and they were all fire as fuck.
Yeah, I love it all. Whatever feels good and whatever sets that vibration and frequency where people feel good listening to it. Yeah, so I'm inspired by every type of music, pretty much. Yeah.
That was I like that. That was real good from y'all. I like the you know what I'm saying? I feel like that kind of brought a lot of good memories and a lot of depth, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to the listeners, they got a little piece of y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's important. I feel like that's important too, you know?
For sure.
Because y'all role models, you know, it's other people that they gonna want to,
Right.
you know, start something, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
y'all gonna be somebody's influence. Y'all influencing me right now. I might have to, you know what I'm saying, get wet when I go up in the next time. How about any funny experiences you guys have, you know, just through music, or it had to do with you guys making music? You know what I'm saying? Can I get a little bit of a story that you know you'd like to let somebody know that nobody ever know, or maybe something that would kind of, you know what I mean, you like to get off your chest, etc.
Funny story.
Yeah.
Man, I lived in LA for a couple of years, and I was in this band called The Electrics, and it was an all-girl band, and we shot a reality show, and it was for 6 weeks on air on MTV. And it was just so weird, and reality TV is not what it seems like. It's very weird, and that was a weird experience for me, and I look back at it and I laugh, and I'm like, damn, that shit is really fake. Sorry, I had to say that on camera.
Man, that's good.
It was
what
like
you mean?
it was like we went through the experience and we had to react it on the camera for the show. We had to react what we went through, so it wasn't really real. So it's not really reality. It's weird. But that was a funny thing, but that's not that funny, but it's funny.
How about you? That was a good one.
That was like deep funny. All right. So cool. Yeah, so man, that's real though. I mean, I could just to branch off of what she said. I've definitely seen stuff where I've had friends who were shooting reality shows, and they had all the producers behind it, and it was crazy just to see what it was like. Just at the end of the day, it's entertainment, you know. So it's you know, we all think to a certain degree we all know what it is, but you know, it's just funny to see. It is funny to see how everything is run in the background. But as far as a funny experience that I've had, I mean, you know, I've told this story a few times, but I remember a long time ago, me and ST, we went to this Soulja Boy concert, right? This is when Soulja Boy was popping. You know, I'm talking about it was after that though. It wasn't that. It was cause I was still you know, in high school and stuff when that came out. So, but Soulja Boy, this is when he was a little bit down the line. He was still popping, but he wasn't you know, going through some shit and then came back up.
Yeah,
still popping.
Baby popping.
Yeah. So
Baby popping.
I remember we went to. This is the first concert I had ever been to. Because as much as I know musically, I really didn't have a whole lot of experience outside going to concerts and stuff because I was super sheltered as a child, you know. But I did go to this concert, and it was my first concert I had been to. And we had access to backstage and stuff at the time because we were starting to climb up, you know, everybody knew who we were. But Soulja Boy was man, nah, I don't want nobody on my stage, you know, so everybody had to go. Well, me and ST, we went behind the fucking curtain like this, we about to go beat this nigga. I don't give a fuck. You know, he was a writer. It was really me. I'm the person that don't give a fuck. We about to go hop this fence. That was how I used to be. Now it's I'm nah, it's gonna come when it comes. You know? Back then, nigga, I was gonna hop fences. I didn't give a fuck, nigga. We was about to be in there. Because I believed in myself so hard that I was like, this nigga just got to hear and see me. And so, you know, like, that's what it was, you know? So, we hiding behind a curtain for the next hour and a half, like this, like,
Yeah,
like,
just the back
and this
on the
one
wall,
nigga,
like-
it's one nigga in the back there with us too. We all looking at each other like nigga, you really a G. You lightweight funny though, cause like, and he got tired. He was like, man, fuck this, I'm about to walk away. And then we like, I looked at Steve like, but.
staying
Nigga, we
here.
about to be here because we already been here this long enough, man. It's only gonna be this long.
5 more minutes.
So anyway, he go through his, finally finish his set. My heart beating fast. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm about to go meet this nigga, right? So we go up, and they like, only the female can come in to the meet and greet. Because we didn't have no wristbands at this point. I was like, you know, we had our artist little pool, but I was like, man, we artists such and such. He was like, all right, only the female. She can only come in here. So as he was like, all right, you know, he took it like a G. You know what it is. It is what it is. So I walk in there, right? I'm like, okay, I gotta do this for the team. Okay, cool. So I walk in, right? And you know, my heart thumping. The security guard, he looking at me like, okay, you know, like, 'cause you know, I was still a little bombshell, you know, this is when I started.
And that was just from the front. It wasn't even.
Yeah, it was
back
like,
yet.
and this is when I went through my skinny phase.
Oh,
So you know what I mean? Like, this is so I like.
It wasn't even the back part. Yeah.
So I walk inside, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to, mind just the studio was like, yeah, I'm his manager, you know. Now I know he was his security because I know, but he was his manager back then. So he was like, yeah, so I'm his, you know, Soulja Boy manager, you know, like, you know, you can go ahead and meet and take a picture. I walk up to Soulja Boy like, yeah. In my head, I'm like, watch. Nigga, I'm the Ross motherfucking female rapper playing Jane from Richmond, California. Okay, man, I guess anything. This nigga looking at me like this.
Sorry.
So you want to take a picture? I'm like, excuse me, sir? Well, I guess, since that's what I came here for. So we take the picture. Mind you, Soulja Boy don't give a fuck. You know, he's like, whatever, this little bald-headed chick can go somewhere. The security guard, though, he hands me his card and like, man, hit us up. They always act like that, you know, come through to the little thing. I was like, yeah, me and my nigga, we like this. He's like, oh, okay, you know, yeah, y'all come through. So we come through right to the hotel after it. And we meet up with the manager. We thinking it's something about to pop off, you know, like as far as like being like he gonna come and invest, you know how niggas think when they first start. They think every moment gonna be the moment. We got the deal. I did it, nigga. So so as we talking to the security dude, this dude walk out from the top, right? And dude ends up being, he was like, he stops, he walks the security guard, the manager's like, I want to introduce you to somebody. This is Plain Jane, and this is ST Spid. He said, this dude stopped in his tracks. He said, wait, what did you say? What did you say her name was? And he was like, her name is Plain Jane. And he was like, you know, I'm one of Soulja Boy photographers. I just wrote a blog about you. I said,
And you showed up.
no fucking way. I said, he like, watch. He pulled it up. Sure enough, it was like Plain Jane, Richmond rapper, did it from the Bay, one of the rising female. I was so blown away. I was like, this is the difference between, like, this is why people say it's dope when you're young, because you get stupid, dumb luck. Like, because you just got that I don't give a fuck, we gonna get something out of this, and that gym really pull out, you know? And it's like, it's crazy, like, finding the balance between that and, you know, being a, like, man, I ain't tripping like that, though, you know? Like, you know, like, I'm in that mode right now, like, you know? I'm sorry I went out on a tangent, but that was a funny story.
What? That's, oh, man, thank you for that, man. That was a blessing right there, for real. That just helped me, you know what I'm saying, put a little fire up under my ass, man. Make me want to go out and do something. Get up out of the studio
You
space
never
all
know,
day.
but
Man, shit,
it be
man.
the little ass things that people really be seeing you, but that should be crazy.
That's an unbelievable story. I'm telling you, that's what I think stories, you know, that's a good history, you feel me?
Right.
And it's a way to pass things on to people. That everything ain't just all money and just giving something, you know what I'm saying? Get somebody some education and help them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Teach them how to fucking go out and do something.
Right,
you know?
right.
That's important. Like, y'all helping me for real. That's, you know, even not getting like this last question is like, is there any advice y'all got for, you know, any other artists or any other women, you know, or just anybody, you know, trying to do things or even get to where y'all got, or, you know?
For sure. For sure. My advice would be never to stop what you're doing. If you love what you're doing, if it's your passion, don't stop. Regardless, it might take you 10, 12, 15 years to get to where you need to be, but you know, that was just your journey. Don't stop what you love doing because you're going to be unhappy if you stop what you love to do. So just keep doing what you love to do. Don't stop. And that's my only advice. Like, that's me. That's me. This is 12 years in the game right here. I feel like right now, WETTEST is the single that's going to get us on the map. And it took 12 years to get there for me. So don't stop. You know?
That's deep. For real.
Yeah.
I concur.
That's it. That's it.
That's
Thank
about
you.
how the neck bone boil in the pot.
Thank you. It was a pleasure having y'all.
Same here.
Welcome to
Thank
Highway
you.
420 Studios. Hopefully we can have y'all again.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
You know, and au revoir.
Au revoir.
That's right.
Peace.
But they ain't really going nowhere. We're gonna hang out, smoke, kick it,
We
chill.
about to go kick it one time.
Who up in here hanging out?